So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. He's gone for goal. It's anyone's ball now. And Bomo crosses it. There's the header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Gravenberg promptly onto that, and that is that.
Hazard really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And he was quick to react. Szoboszlai. Searching pass he's played there. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Rice, sure to be a key man here, a player of status and beyond reproach.
Well, he's a player who unquestionably will be talked about for time to come, and it's a massive privilege to have watched him.
And the finish! It's there! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now the ball in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. And Bomo clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Takes a shot! And another try! Not a bad try by any means. Mohamed Salah goes short. And he whips it in. Israel are looking to go forward now. James.
Israel are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And it's Azar. Plays the return pass. Van Dijk cuts it out. Szoboszlai, given the lift of his goal.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Gravenberg does really well to win the ball there. And here's Mohamed Salah. Yaya Toure. McAllister.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's beaten the last man. Now he's got space here. Gakpo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort. Mohamed Salah! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mohamed Salah really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Hazard. Rice, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Mohamed Salah. Stam was in no mood for any of that. Now it's Fernandes. Konate. McAllister. Now Gakpo. Szoboszlai. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. McAllister.
Israel truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Rice is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. He's having a pop! They've got to be quick to recover this. That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And this is Hazard. Opts to play it back.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Delivers with whip. A header! And he hits the net. The moment we all craved above all other. His goal, his moment. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Israel restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Konate. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So there was the first half.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Can he finish? And he's managed to get rid. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Flashes it across. Van Dijk gets it away. And it's Yaya Toure. And Yaya Toure! And the goalkeeper watches it past.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Jones pinches it off him. Can he get on the end of this? And Dijk deals with that comfortably. McAllister. Now it's Gakpo. And he's had it nicked away. Hazard. And it's Salah. Jones. Stam wins the duel this time. Sends it crossfield. Burmo. James. The arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. Rice. Gakpo. And it's McAllister. And Gamoa, who does have an assist to his name. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, he's onto this. He's on it. Can he get away? Gravenberg. Looking for a runner. And that was asking for too much. Fernandez conjures time and space where few can. That looks a cracking ball. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Hazard clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
quality ball. Ungamoa. And here's Gakpo. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Haaland. Spread out to the left. Gravenberg. It's a really well-measured ball. He has found the way through. Rice. Now it's Hazard. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Soboslai. Knocks it out wide. Passing is crisp and sharp. Fernandes. Now it's Haaland. And Hazard. He's a sharp little ball here. And it's made its way to him. And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Substitutions taking place.
Liverpool choosing to make the first change. Jones. Salah. Out for a throw. Just a quarter of an hour to play. McAllister. Well timed, excellent interception.
Liverpool clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Now it's Isak. And here's Hazard. And he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Isak. Israel can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Substitution for Israel. Number 3.
Final checks on the
Toure.
touchline. A change
Number 8,
about to occur.
Fernandes. Number 41.
Now, can they get him away?
Number 17.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Mbumo. Coming on the field. Number 14. Xabi
Oh,
Alonso.
good spread. And
Number
here's Mohamed
7,
Salah.
Beckham. Number 18.
Oh, cracking ball.
Cantona.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition
Number
box.
9,
That's where it has to be.
Bruno Fernandes.
And here's Mohamed Salah. Oh, that's wonderful
2 minutes
alertness.
has been indicated.
Semenyo. Oh, nicely intercepted. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And it's Salah. McAllister. Cantona. And that is that. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So, overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So straight into the action. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Has a look and plays it forward.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
For me, Peter, David Beckham is one of the greatest wide players of his generation.
And a bit of a throwback in a way, in the sense that he's a right-footed right winger.
Yeah, it's the perfect position for him. His game has never been about cutting inside. It was kind of to hit the byline and get crosses in.
He's often meant... And he shoots! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
No, that was never going to make it. Oh, terrible pass. He's found the way through. Has crossed into the middle. Big chance, corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That's going wide left. And the shot! West Bromwich have the chance to go the other way. First quarter of an hour gone. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Haaland. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. West Bromwich have a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Cantona, he can run onto that. And he's let fly.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Dijk. Oh, that is a nice touch. Now, this could be a chance.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Nice physical challenge. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Knocks it into space. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! Goal! Israel! And Israel score first. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Israel are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Dijk. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. An instinctive delivery. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Good take, and is he in?
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Rice. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Spread it left. Quality ball. Now he's off and running. And he's intervened well there. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Now it's Haaland. Hazard wants to run onto this. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's picked his way through. He's having a shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Hazard just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Rice goes short. Now he's had a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. And now they can spring out of defence. He'll try from distance! Phillips. Oh, can he get onto this?
There will be 1 minute added time.
That has not gone well. Cantona. And it's Azar. And that is the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Israel leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. So straight into the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Imran. Passing is crisp and sharp. Azar, a player who needs no introduction. Stood up well to him there.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Now it's Haaland. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Beckham has it out wide and in space. In towards the back. And a header! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Rice with the short one. No way through. Chance for a shot! Oh, it rattles the bar. And that's a good finish. And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone. Haaland duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
The attendance for this match was
Vermaelen is the team's great visionary. Rice. Cantona. That's a good ball out wide. Space for him to turn and look. Bruno Fernandes. Well, there's the clearance. And they win it back again. That is lovely. He's had a shot! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Bruno Fernandes. He is being harried and hassled.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Dijk. Beckham in acres of space out wide. Cleared away. And claimed it back swiftly. It's a promising position. Beckham with the impressive jump. No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Bruno Fernandes. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's well spotted. Cantona. Now it's Haaland. That is good alertness. Distributed tidily. He's shifting through the gears here. Takes aim and chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Haaland is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
Number 12, number 27, number 21. Coming on the field, number 9, number 18, number 5. Substitutions taking place.
Israel can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Pass somewhat off target. He might be in here. Oh, he's on his own. Shapes to shoot. Oh, it's fallen loose again. And it's there. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
The goal scorer for Israel.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Israel find a position of real strength now. It'll be a throw-in. Stam. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. Now it's Cantona. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cross goes in there. Oh, important interception. Just 5 minutes left.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Burmo. Maya. Foot in. Gyökeres. Burmo. Oh, that's fabulous. Pings it across. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Added time.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He is through here! Cantona delivers. It's in! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first.
The goal scorer for Israel, number 20, Dennis Bergkamp.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And that's that. Israel pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they want. Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. Big chance! Goal! The United States! An extraordinary start! Breakthrough in next to no time!
The perfect show of intent, great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Truly superb. Can he finish? Oh, it rattles the bar. Well taken goal. 2, and we've barely begun here. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place.
Oh, he's having a go! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
The United States with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Paraguay have the chance to go the other way. Terrific effort! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter.
Chance for a shot! It goes to show he is human after all.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Oh, what a mistake! He'll try to keep this alive. Swing. Impressive jump! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Some front-footed pressing going on here. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, this looks sharp. And he was quick to react. So just a few minutes in, and already a lead that looks unassailable. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Can he finish? And that's a sharp finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
The United States are having a ball here.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
He is through here. And the shot! Oh, off the bar. No, couldn't hit the target.
Spirited to say the least, certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. He's picked his way through. Oh, great header! And it's in! They are purring, truly purring.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete. And he's let fly. And that's past the post.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Driving on and making good progress. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance, surely! And that's wide.
Well, that's why we love the beautiful game, to see excitement like that. The run was dynamic, the finish disappointing.
Showing great feet there. It's gone out for a throw-in. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
Spread to the right. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, that's fabulous. And a chance! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
The United States looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. He's free. Decent chance! is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. He's got away, closing in on goal. He's had a shot! And he's hit it too high.
Oh, it's great when someone backs himself to go on a run and get on the other side of a defence. Unfortunately, that's where it ended.
Gomez. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
The United States looking unstoppable, unbeatable, and in case you're wondering, yes, that really is the scoreline. Back on the way then. And the shot! And he steered it beyond the post.
Ah, that's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
He's in a great position here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's one-on-one! Goes for a shot! It's in! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal. The United States are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
He has found the way through. Gomez spots it and intercepts. Driving through the middle, and he shoots! It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short, and he's gone backward. He's having a shot! Oh, there was plenty on that.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over.
That's a sharp pass. That'll be a throw-in. Oh, that is a nice touch. And the pass is intercepted.
Paraguay are stuck in Central Station, and they might find the fast track.
Surely he can't miss. There's the shot. It's run loose, and the keeper couldn't hold it. And that's a good finish. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Good ball, good take. And he skips past his man. Steaming on. Real chance! Oh, that's fabulous. Shot shapes to shoot! And he can clear it away. Oh no, what has happened here? Now the delivery. Shoots! Oh, the ball's... Oh, he's been caught on it here! And another try! No, that's just wide.
The United States certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Coming on to replace him is number 23, substitution.
He might be in here! Takes a shot! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
The United States have their third corner. Now this could... And the finish! And a neat finish! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Has a look and plays it forward. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Now, can they get him away?
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Is there any support? And the shot! It's a goal! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Chance! And there's a goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast. And the referee brings it to a close. They needed to win, and they... Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway.
I think when it comes to pace and finishing of the highest order, there's someone down there who always stands out.
Yeah, no prizes for guessing.
It's Sheva, Andrei Shevchenko, poacher, predator and punisher.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now the cross. He's having a hit! Boy, he struck that clean. Yehi. And it's Van Dijk. More and more pressure on the ball here. Threads one in. Not the most accurate pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Haaland. Trossard. Van Dijk. Looking to play him in. Rodri. Now it's Gerrard. Yehi. Oh, no joy this time. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Rice. That's going wide left. And he's managed to get free. Robertson can clear it away. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Can he get it through? And the through ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now, can they get him away? Yehi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Frimpong.
Manchester always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Tries a shot! And he's found the net! The first significant strike. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Well, all I can say is that he did very well to squeeze it in near post. He didn't have much to aim at.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Yeah, that's exactly what they require.
Goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Crystal Palace are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are...
Getting up there! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Hazard. Fernandez conjures time and space where few can. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Hazard with the delivery. And he's gone looking for... Shoots! And again! Euphoria, utopia! And they are cavorting! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball would...
And Shevchenko! It's bounced back off the post. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he's picked it up out wide. Zubimendi. And the finish! Crystal Palace have hit a quick-fire double here. Great vision. Now it's Haaland. Crystal Palace do have a chance to counter here. Haaland's cross. Oh, good effort! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
And how did he not make it 4? And that's another good win of the ball. And it's Rice. Great defending, strong and determined. Trossard. Gerrard going like a man possessed at the moment. Tries to pass, and the shot! It's loose now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Trossard. Good running, strong and purposeful. Pass somewhat off target. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Zubimendi. Now that looks a decent ball. Stood up well to him there. Oh, well measured. This looks promising. Oh, that's fabulous.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Gerrard. Now it's Shevchenko. And reclaimed it in a trice. Neatly clipped into space. Stam. Rice. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
I'd like to draw your
It's
attention
an eye-catching
to the screen
scoreline,
right now
but
for
it's a
information
fair
on our
reflection
shuttle
on what
bus
we've just
service.
seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Crystal Palace looking like the only team in this. They lead by 3. And we are back underway. James. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Stam. Rice, very much a man of this moment. Silvestre. Azar. For Rice. Yaya Toure. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Gerrard picks it up out wide. Azar. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Frimpong. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Distributed tidily. Can he get on the end of this? That's been slipped through. Haaland! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Hazard getting this one clear. Rice tries to clear. Now it's Hazard. Zubimendi. And that's been won straight back. Oh, this is a great, real chance! And that's a tiny finish. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So could they be onto something here? Haaland, he is onto this. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And it's Yaya Toure. He's on it, can he get away? Trossard looking for options for movement. Rice is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Zubimendi. This is a promising build-up. Good ball, good take. Here's a chance!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. And that could well leave a mark. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Zubimendi. He's having a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
Number 5, Zubimendi. Coming on the field.
Crystal Palace have the chance to... He's having a pop!
Number 41.
And how did he not put that away? Oh, Red, nice interception. He's a sharp little ball here. And here's Haaland. Aimed beyond the defence. And here's Bernardo Silva. And this is chance, surely! Oh, it's come off the upright. Knocks it into space. Shevchenko showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nicely aimed pass. That's a throw.
רגע, אני באמצע המשחק ואני חוזר אליך.
Silvestre tries to play it through. Shevchenko is wide and looking to get onto this.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Gerrard.
Intercepts the
Coming on
throw.
to replace
That's well
him
read.
is number
Lovely
7,
pass, but can he get
Betts.
there? Nicely weighted ball. Looking for the run. Into the last 5 minutes.
Substitution on the field. Number
Well,
13.
the two coaches are
looking
signalling
at
changes here, both at the same
Number
time.
18, Shevchenko. Coming on the
Spread
field.
out to the left.
Number 20.
Quick look, thought about cutting inside.
Number 10.
Ball swung in.
Substitution.
Shapes to shoot! And no mistake. And they are disappearing out of sight. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just
There will
as
be
the
5
manager
minutes
would have
of
seen it.
added
An
time.
Big chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Robertson. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Rodri gets over and intercepts. That's that, the end. Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test passed with flying colours. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Crystal Palace really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we.
Just
Good
a quick
evening to you.
announcement, and an exciting one too. We're about to announce today's lottery numbers. Please watch the screen if you have a ticket.
Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day.
Hello,
Two teams,
everybody, and
each
welcome
seeking
to
the
today's
perfect
match.
pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
If you're looking for options, Peter, then you're looking at Darwin Núñez because he offers loads. A real physical presence who's always going to offer you an out ball. But I think what's impressed many people in recent times about him is the pace he can actually bring to get in behind opposition defences. And that doesn't mean he'll actually hold his position centrally. He loves to go and drift to either flank, and he can easily take on a fullback and beat him.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. He's on it, can he get away? Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. And this is Berbatov. He's found a way through. And the finish! And that is doing no harm at all.
Arsenal really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And he's decided to go for it. Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Deftly away. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Takes a shot! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Berbatov just eases him off the ball, looking for options for movement. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's shifting through the gears here. James crosses. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Tries from a long way out. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's let fly. Oh, cracking effort.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Looking for the run. Oh, well measured. Not the most accurate pass. Knocks it into space. Now it's Hazard. He is through here. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Haaland. Played out to the left flank. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Short changes him with that pass. And it's James. Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Tries to play it through. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
That's a cute ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Saka! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Rice. Bruno Fernandes. Gabriel promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's James.
Oh, really well played.
He's got away. Delivers with whip.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set. Crystal Palace certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And he's worked it through. Bruno Fernandes, he is on chance! No, again. Tries one from range! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post! Berbatov, that's going wide left. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Burmo, renowned for his long-range shooting.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Takes a shot! And it's James. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Crystal Palace coming at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. Back on the way then.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
That's a little off target. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Nicely spread. That has not gone well. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Haaland, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's a throw-in. And that's going right the way across. Well read, nice interception. Tries a measured ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Crystal Palace still behind thanks to that solitary strike. He's a sharp little ball here, and he's picked it up out wide. Saka's delivery. Struck first time. Oh, that's a waste.
De Bruyne probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Gabriel cuts it out. And it's lofted through here. Stam makes the interception. A nicely aimed pass. Looking to play him in. Nunez receives it in a wide position. That is a brilliant intercept. He's having a pop! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Now it's Haaland. Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, they've got it again. That is ended up in no man's land. Saliba cuts out the pass. Saka. He's picked his way through. No outsmarting him this time. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Tries a shot!
Arsenal are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Passes short and sharp. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Has a look and plays it forward. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now that looks a decent ball. Saka, and he's managed to get free. Out of play for a throw.
Substitution.
Elects to cross. Oh, good line!
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Saliba defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Taken back almost at once. And it's Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Semenyo is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
In it comes. Calafiori does really well there. He is strong. It's a pretty loose pass. Into the last 5 minutes. Nicely weighted ball. And shifted it to the flank. Aimed beyond the defence. Now the delivery.
Crystal Palace really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Arsenal ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Pass somewhat off target. Silvestre. Semenyo.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
In with the challenge. And that's it. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
And a quick reminder today.
Well, this is a critical game, a chance for the perfect statement to any potential rival that you are aiming higher at their expense. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We are just getting started. James reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Yaya Toure, oh, he's having a go! Oh, cracking effort.
Yaya Toure certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Oh, that's a key interception. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. He's a sharp little ball here. And Burmo in acres of space out wide.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
It's rising! Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. James. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Haaland. Over to the right flank. And Burmo. Oh, that's a Haaland! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
That has been cut short. That'll be a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Shevchenko was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. No goals as yet. Tries to play it through. He'll try from distance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Caicedo. Saka going face-to-face with his great rival. Now, can they get him away? It's a pretty loose pass. Trossard. He's in plenty of space here. And he's managed to get free. Oh, sweet feet. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bullish header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Matheus Cunha, spread to the right. It's a promising position. Caicedo cuts it out. Timber. To Gerrard. De Ligt is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Nice looking ball. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Looking for options for movement. Flashes it across. Schmeichel claims it without any fuss. Great vision. That ball looks a good one. Timber. Played out towards the right wing. Saka will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Azar. Saka promptly onto that, and that is that. And that's going right the way across. Threads one in. He has found the way through. Takes aim, and a header! Goal! Arsenal! Certain, searing, and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Arsenal have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Can he get on the end of this? Hazard, and he was quick to react. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Guardiola tries to pass it through, and he's picked it up out wide.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Yep, it's a corner. This possibly the last play of the half. And that is the end of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Crystal Palace finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So off we go again.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Ah, good steal. He just read it. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Fernandez concedes a free kick for that. Guardiola. Gerrard. Trossard finding himself in space. James. That is ended up in no man's land. Silvestre cuts out the pass. Azar. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Crystal Palace clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
De Ligt. Can he get it through? The defence opting here for strength in numbers. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he's intervened well there. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. And that pass just didn't quite work. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Crystal Palace clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Pass somewhat off target. James, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. nicely intercepted. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Van Dijk. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Substitutions taking place.
Looking for the far post. Fernandez. Now it's Hazard.
Such good technique.
He's shifting through the gears here. Hazard with the delivery. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Crystal Palace really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well read, nice interception.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now it's Haaland. And here's Haaland. Now who's going to be first to this? Haaland.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he's gone searching crossfield. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. That has not gone well. Well, that's well spotted. Shevchenko chasing after it. James gets over and intercepts. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Foot in. Not where it came from. Pass is just off target. He's had a shot! And a goal! We thought they were done, but never say never. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Well, that's beautifully weighted.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, no joy this time. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, what has happened here? That's a lovely, neat pass. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up.
Substitution on the field, number 17, Hazard.
So our quest to find the winner continues.
Reece James.
Crystal Palace displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. And a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, I think I'd feel that way too. Not that I thrived in one-on-one situations.
Number 7, Beckham.
Bruno Fernandes.
Number 9,
That's been
Bruno
cut out, well played.
Fernandes. Number 18, Cantona. Number 20, Bergkamp. Number 14,
Haaland.
Xabi Alonso. Substitution.
And it's Van Dijk. Here's Rodri. Chooses to go crossfield. Xavi Alonso is always scanning the pitch for targets. Stam makes the interception. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. De Ligt goes back to front. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. It's just beyond his reach. Beckham. And they can counter here. Ødegaard. Van Dijk. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, such a clever touch. In with the challenge. Quality ball. And it's Gerrard. And the shot! And with that, it is half-time, extra time. So nothing yet in extra time to make a difference. This, the final 15 minutes, for someone to do something. Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. The ball goes in, goes for a shot! That's another chance! Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Arsenal have their lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Not the most accurate pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Time is running out here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Eze providing an outlet on that flank.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Saliba. And it's Rodri. Knocks it into space. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. There's the crossfield ball. Now that's well seen too. That has ended up in no man's land. De Ligt. And the referee brings it to a close. Crystal Palace were involved in a great game here, unpredictable. Heady ambitions here, ahead of a game of massive consequence.
Hello, everybody,
The
and
objectives
welcome
are
to today's
clear.
match.
To miss out on them would be unthinkable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. That has ended up in no man's land. Rice venturing down the left. He's under a lot of pressure. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's found a way through. It's not an especially good pass, that. He's picked his way through. Rice proves too strong, too smart. De Bruyne.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's destined for the flank. Trossard has it out wide and in space. No, he wasn't going to let him past. James. And Burmo in acres of space out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. That is a crunching tackle. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Both sides exercising caution for now. And here's Højlund.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's made its way to him. Pings in across. Getting up there! Oh, he's hit the bar! And he can thump it away. And Burmo. Haaland receives it in a good... Haaland! Loose, and the keeper couldn't hold it. And he scores! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Crystal Palace penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
Looking to play him in. Now it's Hazard. Out for a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Rice. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And they're quick to get it back. He's looking wide. And it's McAllister. Great ball if he can get there. Not the most convincing of passes. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Oh, well played, well played. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Liverpool clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's McAllister. Trossard. Great defending, strong and determined. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He is through here. Oh, well played. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. That's gone for a throw-in. And that's a simple one for the keeper. De Bruyne. Mohamed Salah. Now that looks a decent ball. Højlund.
Crystal Palace can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
De Bruyne. Rice. Knocks it into space. Oh, important interception. And that is a little undercooked. And here's Højlund. Fernandes can so cleverly bypass the press. The referee's awarded a free kick. Keeper is right behind it.
Look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's got away. Gabriel gives no quarter whatsoever. Fernandes. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, good claim by the keeper.
Peter, that's as decisive as it comes. The keeper got everything right in that instance.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he's picked it up out wide. Silvesh. And here's Mohamed Salah. So, a temporary halt to the action. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Crystal Palace just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Crystal Palace have played well here and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Please turn your attention to the screen for information provided by the local police.
So off we go again.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Kirkes. Trossard. McAllister. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Crystal Palace have the chance to go the other way. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Kirkes. McAllister. Trossard. Trossard. Lovely feet. De Bruyne. Rice. Goes for the shot! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Ball comes in. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Trossard. McAllister. Oh, shooting chance! Liverpool have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's well spotted. Alisson. Crystal Palace are ahead here by what is still the only goal. And it's Frimpong. Looking for the far post.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And here's Højlund. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Trossard. Højlund. James. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Burmo. Driving forward. And he's managed to get free. Yaya Toure. Plenty to aim at here. Yaya Toure delivers. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Toure with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Goes for goal! Oh, what has happened here? Produces a cross.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they've got a throw.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Højlund. Number 9,
Rice.
Trossard. Number 7,
He's had a fair
McAllister.
tumble under that challenge.
Coming on the field.
He's gone down,
Number
but the referee
18,
just tells him to get back up again.
Number 20, Gakpo. Number 22, Jones.
He has found a way through. And it's played. A header! He's got a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Number 11, Erling Haaland.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
And they win it back again. Nice interception, well timed. Rice. Spread out to the left. He is through here. Nice bit of trickery. Picked out brilliantly. Can he finish? Relentless. Just relentless. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Header! And he hits the net. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day.
Hello,
Two teams,
everybody, and
each seeking
welcome
the
to today's
perfect
match.
pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started. The peerless Didier Drogba, just a standout hero to so many.
One of Africa's finest and a huge reputation for being a big game player.
Big games, 9 goals in 9 cup finals during his time in London. By any measure, those are pretty special numbers.
Why, he's very much adored.
Looking for a runner. And that is expertly dealt with. Not the most accurate pass.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And this is Drogba. Shot could be on. Great chance! And it's a goal! And we have liftoff! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And he's being shifted off it. Gravenberg. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Rice. Now it's Azar. He's shifting through the gears here. Hoisted in. Keeper has taken tries a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Burmo. Gravenberg. Bernardo Silva. Drogba. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Diouf clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Well read, nice interception. No way through.
Crystal Palace are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Bernardo Silva. That has been slung wide. He's got away. Yaya Toure. Stam did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that pass isn't the best. Van Dijk. Bernardo Silva. That looks a good ball through. Diouf unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Bernardo Silva. And it's Bernardo Silva. Robertson is looking to influence the game from out wide. Oh, well played, well played. And he's got shot a goal! And that is wildly off target. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Diouf. James. Yaya Toure. Now it's Haaland. Hazard. And he's managed to get free. Hangs one in. Alexander-Arnold with the clearance. It's out of play for a goal kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Diouf, and the pass is intercepted. And that has put paid to that. Now it's Drogba. Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as...
Takes a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Schmeichel. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, shooting chance! And he hits the net. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Duke always looking for that half a chance. Cherki, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Played out to the left flank, but where it came from. Nicely weighted ball. Diouf, oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Can he finish? Wow, that is Didier Drogba. He's got himself an absolute peach. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring.
There will be
That
1
was
minute at a
easy,
time.
almost too easy.
Drogba really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so...
Big chance! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Incoming delivery. Well, and that brings the first half to a close. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned
And
rest.
if you do have a chance today, please take some time out to give your support to our Better Stadium Fund.
So we're off again. 45 minutes to change their fate. Decent chance! Wow, that is Didier Drogba! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They are playing them off the park. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Oh, no joy this time. Bernardo Silva, now it's Drogba. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's had it nicked away. Rice. Azar. Fernandez. Passing is crisp and sharp. Goes looking wide. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Robertson. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Now it's Haaland, spread out to the left. He's found a way through. Shapes to shoot! And it's in! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Crystal Palace get their goal. A bit of respectability restored. And he cuts out the supply. Can he get on the end of this? That's destined for the flank. Chance here to counter. He has found the way through. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. That has ended up in no man's land. Foden. Cherki. Ambitious ball here. Pass somewhat off target. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Manchester clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he's opted for the long pass. He shifted it to the flank. Gravenberg. Good ball, good take. Bernardo Silva in acres of space out. And a header! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. That is good alertness. Yaya Toure, but that has not gone well. Just about up to 75 minutes. Silvestre. Oh, nicely intercepted. Fernandez. Played out wide. Oh, that is a nice touch. He's picked his way through. Oh, they could be caught out here. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And it's made its way to him, looking to play him in, spread it left, and it's Azar.
There they go, hunting again.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And Bomo receives it in a good position here. And Bomo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Crystal Palace can make their change now with a break in play. He might be in, and the shot! It's a goal! How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Not the most accurate pass. He's felt that, hasn't he? And that's gone loose. Oh, what a mistake! And he shoots! Gravenberg. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that's a good ball. Drogba! Brought out the best in the keeper.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Gyökeres is fouled. And that will be the final act. Crystal Palace cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off.
Please be reminded
Jim,
that
how do you
drinking
reflect
is
on
only
what
allowed
we've
in the
seen?
areas shown on this
One-sided
map. Thank you very
and
much
only
for your
one winner,
cooperation.
Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness, and it was weak throughout.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Heady ambitions here, ahead of a game of massive consequence.
Hello, everybody,
The
and
objectives
welcome to
are
today's
clear.
match.
To miss out on them would be unthinkable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I know people are probably going to knock me as being biased towards my trade, but when you have someone like this fellow, Josko Guardiola, on your side, it's hard not to pick him out. Such an extraordinary defender with an unconventional style, incredibly quick, and so good at carrying the ball forward. Keep your eyes on him.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. He is through here. Gabriel, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's going wide left. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Haaland! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Haaland. Hazard, showing great feet there. Hazard, terrific effort! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Well, they've made all the inroads, and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Semenyo has it out wide and in space. He's got away. Hazard. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Haaland unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Cantona. That has been cut short. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
That is ended up in no man's land. It's a throw-in. Gerrard. Fernandez. Yaya Toure. Fernandez gets across to intercept that. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's intervened well there. Well, that pass isn't the best. And he's quick to return it.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Burmo going face-to-face with his great rival. Tries to pass it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Gabriel did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Cantona. Can he get it through? He's in plenty of space here. Can he latch on to this? Burmo. Oh, this looks sharp. Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. And this is Bernardo Silva. And he shoots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Now it's Cantona. Matches Nunes, kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Bernardo Silva, played out towards the right wing. He's shifting through the gears here. Shot a goal! Loose ball, and it's come back out to him. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Oh, that's well spotted. Guardiola. He has a look out. Burmo.
Manchester are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Haaland. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Vermaelen. He's picked his way through. Good take, and is he in? And he should have made them pay.
Haaland deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Gerrard is short. Guardiola.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Cantona. Haaland looking sharper, more menacing with every chance that comes his way. That's it, 45 minutes up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
I think it's been a decent enough watch, despite the half stagnating a little, if I can put it that way, Peter. We want to see some of that craft we got to see earlier on in the game. Everyone's going to have to find a way to just up the standard again.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
You